If you ever wake up somewhere and don't know how you got there, don't convince yourself it's just sleepwalking. I used to think my biggest problem was insomnia, until I signed up for a sleep study that promised a cure. They wired me up in a sterile hospital room, whispering reassurances as I drifted off for the first time in weeks. I remember the cold touch of electrodes on my scalp, the hum of machines, and a nurse's shadow flickering against the blinds, then nothing. The first time it happened, I jolted awake on a park bench at dawn, freezing in a thin hospital gown. My hands were sticky, crimson staining my fingertips, and a metallic tang clung to the back of my throat. I tried to convince myself it was an awful dream, but local news the next day featured a story about a jogger found dead in that same park, their wounds eerily precise. The hospital brushed off my panic, blaming stress and sleep deprivation, pushing me to continue the study. Each night, the blackouts lasted longer. I'd wake up in stranger places, the backseat of a stranger's car, a muddy ditch, once even a stranger's bathtub, blood pooling at my feet. The blood was never mine. My phone was filled with chilling snapshots I didn't remember taking, photos of faces twisted in terror, places I never consciously visited. I started dreading sleep more than insomnia itself, but the researchers insisted I was making progress, always flashing those perfect, empty smiles. Last night, I hid a voice recorder under my pillow. I played it this morning, hands trembling, and heard myself speaking a voice that wasn't quite my own, calmly reciting a string of numbers, coordinates, and names. At the end, another voice, mechanical, cold, whispered, "Subject has proven receptive. Release protocol imminent." I don't know who's controlling me, or how many others are out there like me. But I do know this: if you're offered a miracle cure for your sleep, run, before you wake up in someone else's nightmare.